ladies and gents, I hope you're all doing alright. I'm having a crafting day to myself today. I've caught up on all my work and all my jobs, so I'm just sat in my craft room and I'm playing. And what I've been making are some bows. I wanted to make some bows. I've got quite a large reel of ribbon for myself. It's not massively fantastic quality, but it's good enough to make some little bows. And I got it for packaging really. So I just thought I'd come on and show you what I've been doing and how to do these because they're really pretty. Now, I've been making these bows for years. Long before I even come on YouTube and started crafting seriously, I used to make all of my children's hair bows and hair bobbles. I have 3 children and the eldest one is now 24 years old. So I've been making these quite a long time. And I did used to make a bit of money out of making bows and stuff. So what I've done is I've just got this ribbon. It's just, it's about 1 inch wide. It doesn't really matter if it's 1 inch or 1.5 inches. You can utilise anything really. And I've just cut, this piece is about 15.5 inches. I'm not saying that's the length you need. I just cut a piece and work with it and see what I end up with. Okay. So what you do is you get your length of ribbon, you hold it in both hands, and what I tend to do is I tend to get hold of it and fold it over this hand like that. Just keep your thumb there and fold it, pull it down a bit, and then I just wrap it round again. Okay, so you've got like 2 loops like that, with a tail at one end and a tail at the other end, and then I just grasp it in the middle. Okay, so it looks like that at the back, it's just offset. And then you've just got that at the front. And then what I do is I just very gently manipulate it till I've got it to the width that I think I want. I don't measure it. I don't measure anything. I just do it by eye, to be honest. If you want exact measurements, I suppose I can try and do exact measurements. And then what I do is I just fold the bow in half, roughly. Just press to crease, just to find your middle point there of that bow. Okay. Now, if you find it a bit difficult to grasp, you can pin it. You can even make yourself a little template and do it like that. I might do a video on that. And then you just find your middle way point. It can be fiddly, so if you've got motor skills, leave me a message if you want to do them and you've got motor skills, and I'll show you how to make a template. A cardboard bow making template. It's super easy to do. So if there's anybody out there that wants to make this style of bow and can't do it by holding the bow between the fingers, like I say, leave me a message and I will show you how to make a template that makes it a lot easier. So you just do a running stitch up the middle. That's all you do. Running stitch in and out, and then you pull it tight. Okay, and then wrap it round once. Okay, only once, and don't put any stitches in. Then you just manipulate your tail and your bow, still keeping hold of it because you've only wrapped it round once. It's not fastened tightly, and just manipulate it till you're happy with how it's looking. You kind of want it, you know, so that there's no bits tucked in. You want it all under, so it's kind of like an arch like that on each of the tails, so they're kind of arched like that, not all up like that. You want them like that. Okay, so when you're happy with that, and also you want it in like a star shape like that, you want to make sure that you've got a tail down, a tail up, and a bow to each side like that, because that is the pinwheel bow. So when you're happy with it, pull it tight again. If you make sure you've got a double strength thread and you invest in decent thread, this is one thing I won't skimp on, is thread when you're sewing, because otherwise when you pull it tight it will just snap. Okay, invest yourself in decent thread. You can cut corners in other areas, but thread, if you're a sewer, everybody will know you need decent thread. Then just shove your needle straight through the middle of the bow. Okay, and then maybe up again through the middle and back down again like that. That will hold all that now. You can let go of that now and it won't come undone. Okay, and you can still manipulate it. Okay, And then I do just a little tacking stitch at the back, just a little tiny thing, stitch, and then just get your loop. Make sure it doesn't get all knotted or else you'll have an ugly bunch of thread at the back. And just pull it into a gentle knot like that. And then you snip that because you no longer need that thread. Okay, so there you've got your bow. Now what I do is I measure these tails from the centre point outwards. They want to be 2.5 inches because you want them to be even. Your bow bits, mine's generally even. Just keep a check, and if you're not sure when you're first making them, have a ruler handy and measure them to make sure they're right and manipulate them till you get them even, because you do want them even. But I just do it by eye. And then I measure from the centre to the edge. I want 2.5 inches. So if it's over 2.5 inches, I'm going to trim it off. That one's just over, so I'm just going to take a slice off and then measure from the centre of that onto 2.5. See, that one's a lot bigger. You do want them roughly the same size. Don't matter if you're a few millimetres out, doesn't matter. Okay. So you've got it like that. And then you fold your two ends together and you cut on your folded edge. Okay, out to your non-folded edge. And you want to measure about 1/2 inch. Okay, I'm just going to quickly measure and then cut it by eye. From the fold out to the corner. Okay, that ain't quite, I've done that a bit, that's it. And again here, I'm going to do 1/2 inch. Again, it's just roughly, doesn't have to be, you don't have to get all OCD about it. It's just roughly, so that it looks fairly even. And then that's your bow completed. That's folded back out. I'm just going to tuck that back. Okay, so there you go. Get it so you're happy with it, and I'm happy with that. I think that's really pretty. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to treat it like we do when we do our little shabby chic flowers. I'm going to find a little centre. Do I want that? I think this is just a little scrap of an offcut from some pretty guppy lace, because I don't waste anything. So yeah, I'm going to get my hot glue gun and I'm just going to stick this little scrap of lace in the centre like that. Oops, glue strands. And then I've got this little diamante flat back. I'm gonna bit of glue, and I'm gonna stick that in the middle like that. Okay. Press it down so it sticks, and there you go. You've got a really, really pretty bow for on your shabby chic projects. I mean, if you want, you can just add a hair clip or a bow at the back, and that will make a really pretty hair bobble for your little girl, or slide a headband through it. But you could add that onto a lovely flower. You can add it on a tag, box, fabric book, doily book. The list is endless. Super pretty, super easy to make. Don't forget, if you've got fine motor skill problems, leave me a message and I'll show you how to construct yourself a handmade template for making these bows. Alright, thanks for watching. Go and have a go. Bye for now.